It is my pleasure to welcome His Excellency Mr. Balarabe Abbas Lawal, Minister of Environment of Nigeria. Your Excellency, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you the compliment of my President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria. I want to start by thanking His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates, in hosting this important gathering that has been made possible, and which is definitely going to make a significant contribution to mankind. The leaders of the world are here because we all recognize that we must become better stewards of the world we share. The earth is begging us to heal the wounds inflicted by human activity. No longer can we afford to ignore the cries. The clock ticks. We expect this summit will produce the initial global stock take on implementing the Paris Accord. Already the sixth assessment report produced by the International Governmental Panel has sounded the alarm. Thus far, our efforts have been far too inadequate, too slow, and none too wise, given the severity of what we face now. With so much at stake, why do we speak so resolutely about climate change at multilateral fora such as this, yet continue to conduct ourselves without urgency? We all want to solve the problem, but few are currently willing to do their own share. It is now clear that developing countries are and shall continue to suffer the most climate change, having contributed the barest minimum to the problem of climate issues. Neither Nigeria nor any African countries have been among the major initiators of climate change. However, we stand among its frontline victims. But the time for watching and waiting is over. Nigeria and its future are being squeezed by climate change. To the north, the desert consumes arable land, displacing communities and causing food insecurity and social dislocation that often erupt into violence. In the south, ocean level threatens coastal areas. Throughout the nation, flooding kills hundreds, dismantles farmland, towns, and villages, and leaves tens of thousands of people homeless. As leaders, we have to look at this and address the issues equitably. And for our part, we have been trying for decades to streamline our policy on gas. We now seek to shift from oil, coal, and wood to using cleaner gas. We seek large-scale investment in the area as well as renewable energy. The green wall in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, erect to halt the encroachment of the desert will expand. Water and flood management efforts will also be enhanced. We seek energy-efficient ways to improve agriculture and productivity and food security. We stand ready to contribute to the effort of decarbonizing the global economy. Our vast renewable energy resources present an opportunity for sustainable development. We call for strong and decisive collaboration in unlocking these resources for the benefit of our people and the world at large. Developing economies cannot be pressed and pressured into bearing this appropriate share of the burden. The framework of sustainable climate change solution cannot mirror the extent imbalances of the current global economic order. The solution cannot follow the adage that the wealthy and the powerful will do what they wish, while the poor will endure and do what they must. As Nigeria commits to reducing emissions by moving to cleaner energy sources, we urge developed countries to finally honor their commitments to providing the needed technology to help promote development while simultaneously mitigating climate change. The Paris Agreement establishes a framework for technology transfer. As developing countries, we are expecting this agreement to be implemented fully. Further, the global community should honor the promise to annually fund the loss and damage fund, which in 2009, about 100 billion was pledged in Copenhagen, Denmark. Many commitments have been made publicly, but few have been honored. The world has a choice to make. Any attempt that favors the strict preservation of economic status quo over a genuine reduction in dangerous emissions will cast us towards the peril. The world has a chance to thwart climate change in a way that rights the wrong by instilling equity and fairness into the global economy. If we take this path, we might not just save the planet, we might just make it better home for all of us. Let us seize the opportunity to let history write of us that we sense the grave danger, and this was the moment we turned humanity from the cliff edge towards a safer ground, a more fertile destiny for our future. We have only one us, we have only one world, and this is the world, so we must make our environment conducive for our living. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you, Your Excellency.